Hey, I'm Tyler from Arcee, here to show you an SEC filings demo. Arcee is a platform that allows you to train small language models. We do this by deploying our model training infrastructure into your VPC. This allows you to build, host, and deploy models directly in your own environment. And the best thing about deploying to your own VPC is that you own the model and the data never leaves. I think our product is something that every company can utilize. So let's show you a quick demo. Here's the Arcee platform, and this is my SEC assistant. Today I'm going to ask it to generate me a heavily detailed financial report based off of Netflix's 2023 SEC filings. So how did we train this model? Well, we've loaded it up with a corpus of raw text, and we've used a method called continual pre-training to inject that knowledge into a base model. And then when that knowledge is trained, we merge it with a general chat model to get what we call a domain adaptive language model. And then we use a adaptation layer with supervised fine tuning and DPO to align the responses of that newly injected knowledge. And we also combine it with our last layer, which is a RAG layer, which you can see down here, where we index all of that new information as well as new information, such as real-time reports, into a RAG system that can also help with enriching the context of the response. So as you can see, the response is highly contextual. It can pull out information such as specific numbers, specific dates. It also can give you quantitative as well as qualitative. So it not only pulls out the numbers, but it also gives you a little bit of insights as to why these numbers are important. So in my opinion, this is a great response in a snap for if you're trying to understand SEC information. So as a comparison, I'm going to head over to ChatGPT and give it the same exact question and see what it comes up with. And if we look at the response, you can see that it has a context window, which means that it can only gain information from the time frame that it was trained on. And you can see that it's generating a ton of information around how you might look at the financial report, but it's not going to tell you direct information about the financial report. So heading back over to our demo, how are we exactly generating all of this highly contextual information? Well, here I'm going to show you. Welcome to everyone's favorite slide, the model training pipeline. So as I was saying before, Arcee uses a multi-stage training process using continual pre-training, alignment, RAG, and continuous adaptation. So the first step is continual pre-training, where we take a large corpus of raw data. It can be anywhere from a couple 100 million tokens to hundreds of billions of tokens. And then we train a small domain-specific 1 billion parameter model. And then we merge that with a Llama 7B or Mistral model to create a domain adaptive model that has general chat capabilities, but also retains that domain knowledge. And then our next step of the training pipeline is the alignment layer, where we use SFT and DPO to align your model to leverage that newly injected knowledge in ways that you might want to see a response. So this is where you use QA pairs or summarization to essentially instruct the data on how it should leverage that new knowledge that was injected in the continual pre-training stage. And then our last stage of the training pipeline is a vectorized database with a retriever, which is called a RAG pipeline. Where you can load up a vectorized database and then use this RAG retriever to send context back to your generator model. So this is kind of the main pipeline that we offer here. And the last step is a continuous adaptation system where, as people are using this model and generating new queries, you can set up rule-based systems to retrain the model or switch different model versions. And that's our continuous adaptation system. So this is how it all kind of works. And if you have more questions, I encourage you to visit arcee.ai or email us, and I will talk to you soon.